As you can tell from the caption, I'm sure, I have some very exciting news. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've updated you. The last time I posted a YouTube video of my trying to conceive journey, it was cycle number 9, and I am currently on cycle number 12. I did take a little bit of time off because I felt like it was a big emotional downer to post month after month after month on YouTube. And I did it for a while, sharing my experience, but for mental health reasons, I thought it was best to just take some time off and just process each month what was going on. But as you can tell from the caption, I'm sure, I have some very exciting news. So first things first, let me show you the testing I did this month and when I found out. Roll it. Jens?
Yeah.
Come here. Oh my God. There it is. So I started testing on 9 DPO and I had a big fat negative in the morning. I tried not to get too disappointed this early because 9 DPO is quite early, but I can't lie, I was a little sad. So I ended up going to work for the day, and when I came home, my husband and I were decorating. We just moved into our new home, very exciting. And we were putting up some of our decorations, so I was touching some fake plants. And all of a sudden, my arm felt really itchy on my forearm and on my right arm, forearm as well. And so I looked down and I had hives. I had multiple hives on my forearms. And I was just like, whoa, like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Anyway, so the night concluded. I washed my arms off with soap and water because I thought possibly it was something from the fake plants that I had touched. Yeah, so I washed my arms off and I went to bed. Woke up the next morning and did my test. 10 DPO. The test is completely negative. I honestly had my hopes up because of these random hives. I was just like, that had to have been something, right? Like something hormonal, something's going on. All I had was a negative test to say for it. I had to go to work, time to move on with the day, negative test. I don't cry in public. I don't cry that much at all, but I was just sobbing at work. And that morning at work, I felt a very strange turning, kind of a twist feeling in my lower abdomen. I want to say it was almost like diarrhea cramping. Sorry, that's gross, but it's what it felt like. And immediately I was like, whoa, what is this? This is something different. So I just brushed it off, moved on with my day, didn't think anything of it, but made a little note. Fast forward to the evening of 10 DPO. You will not believe this. More hives, more hives. They were all behind my ear and down my neck, right here. All behind my ear, down my neck. I've never seen anything like it. This is so strange. And it was starting to really worry me. I was like, what is going on? It's definitely not implantation or beginning of HCG rising. It's nothing to do with that because I have a negative test this morning. So is it something I ate? What is going on here? Anyway, time for bed. I go to bed, wake up the next morning at 11 DPO, take my test, even though I was like, maybe I just shouldn't take this because I'm feeling kind of down about all the negatives. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to take this test. So took the test and that was my positive. And it was faint, but it was clear. I have had so many negatives that I knew right away, no, this ain't a negative. This is something special. And honestly, like a lot of me just couldn't believe that this was real because I don't know, like after a year of trying to conceive, 12 months of negative tests, lots of confusion. I feel like I'm doing everything right. I've done all the tracking, take my LH test strips every single month, track my BBT, watch my charts, keep track of my cycles. And yeah, I just couldn't believe it hadn't happened in that long. When I finally saw this line, it was just so hard to believe. I ended up taking another test right after just because I was like, I need to like see if the line comes up on another one. And of course it did. I knew that what I was seeing was real and I was just so overwhelmed, so happy. I feel like the day I got the positive 11 DPO, it was like the breathless symptom hit me really hard. All of a sudden, I was so short of breath. I was doing a voice note to a friend and I was walking at the same time and I was like, whoa, I was like, I'm so winded right now. So that's been a number one symptom, the breathlessness, and above all, it was the hives. If you guys have hives and it's around implantation time, think of me. Get a test, check it out. But be patient because sometimes it takes a day or two for the line to show. Another thing I wanted to add is that the morning of 10 DPO, I had a temp drop. And this was unusual at this point of my cycle. Normally I have a temp drop around 11, 12 DPO. It gradually descends into my period. That's the way my BBT chart usually looks. But this time I had quite a drastic dip at 10 DPO, which I can show you right here with my chart. So that was very unusual for me, and yet another reason that on that day I just thought, well, I'm out. There goes my temperature plummeting down. With my pregnancy with my daughter, I didn't have a implantation dip, so honestly that wasn't even on my mind, and I've read a lot of different information about implantation dips. Do they happen? Are they necessary? I kind of just put implantation dip out of my head. So when I saw this temperature dip, I thought, oh no, I'm out this cycle. And I'm out like early this cycle. But no, it was an implantation dip. And that's so exciting because I didn't have one before.
This was my line progression from 11 DPO to 20 DPO. Also just had to show you my bump. I already have a bump. I'm 5 weeks pregnant here. How is this possible? This is like huge. And I know it's just bloating, but please tell me I'm not alone. Does anyone else look like this? 5 weeks? Maybe number 2?
I'm gonna do another video soon explaining all of my early symptoms and talking a little bit more in detail about all of that. But I just wanted to get this video out there, get it made, and let you know the good news. Thank you guys for your support. Thanks for tuning in to hear what I have to say, and best of luck to you guys if you are still trying to conceive, and especially if it's been a long amount of time. Hey, even if it's been just a month or two, this can be a really emotionally challenging thing to go through, and 1 year of it was plenty for me. I was so maxed out at that 1 year point, and I just feel like the confusion for me was what was so heavy above all things, is that I felt that I was doing everything right, and it still just wasn't happening. But we knew it was possible because we had our daughter. But I guess just all I want to say is hold on to hope, guys. Don't hold on too heavy if it's too much for you each month, the disappointment, but just don't give up because you never know, next month could be your month. 2 months from now could be your month. Thanks for listening. See you guys next time. Bye.